Thai ខ្លះអ្នកខ្លះចេះអង់គ្លេសខ្លាំងមែនតើតែមិនប្រកាសថាទៅអានសភៅ IO នឹងយល់ទេរៀន IO idea ណាគេក៏ដែរចេះខុសដែរ program officer អាចធ្វើជា lecturer IO អ្នកខ្លះចូលទៅពួកគាត់ស្ទាត់ជំនាញលើខាងអាស៊ានសួស្តីអ្នកទាំងគ្នាវិលត្រឡប់មកកាន់វីដេអូថ្មីថ្ងៃហ្នឹងគឺយើងមកធ្វើទៅលើប្រធានបទឬមួយក៏ topic មួយដែលហៅថាការផ្សងព្រេងមុខជំនាញមហាវិទ្យាល័យហើយថ្ងៃហ្នឹងដែរគឺខ្ញុំបាន invite ភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសរបស់យើងដែលមានឈ្មោះថាអ្នកទាំងគ្នាសួស្តីលីនណាខ្ញុំឈ្មោះបងមីហើយសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃខ្ញុំជានិស្សិតឆ្នាំទី2នៅវិទ្យាស្ថាន Camp Art និងនិស្សិតឆ្នាំទី3នៅវិទ្យាស្ថានសិក្សាអន្តរជាតិនិងគោលនយោបាយសាធារណៈបងនិយាយធូរៗទៅថាហេតុអីបានជាបងមាន like what drive you to pursue IR ឬមក international relation ហ្នឹង Okay so the honest reason that drive me to here especially in terms of the accounting and finance it is because of my parents because តាំងពីតូចមក I never ever tell people that I like math and that majors really require math ច្រើនមែនតើអញ្ចឹងI do not really like it that much but then my parents want me to try that out អញ្ចឹងក៏រៀនតែបើ IR it's something that I really love and wants to do it អញ្ចឹងពេលដែលចូលរៀន IR ហ្នឹងភាគច្រើនអ្នកផ្សេង their main goal ដែលចង់រៀន IR because they want to be an ambassador ប៉ុន្តែ for me it's not for me I choose to រៀน IR ដោយសារតែនៅក្នុងវិជ្ជា IR ហ្នឹងវាមានដូច MUN model ASEAN meeting អញ្ចឹងវា involve more of like interactive learning មួយគ្រូ like សួរសំណួរទៅវិញទៅមក it's about expressing the idea ហើយមួយទៀតហ្នឹងមានតកតង about public speaking and debate involved ដែរអញ្ចឹង that's why I choose IR because of that reason so បងនៅចូល degree ហ្នឹងដោយសារទី1 business គឺដោយសារតែខាងគាត់ជំរុញគាត់ចង់ឲ្យយើងរៀនខាងហ្នឹង and IR is something you're passionate about it but pursue dual degree ទៅ Yes that's right តែតកតងទៅនឹង IR ហ្នឹង can you list us experience ខ្លះៗដែលបងបានតកតងជាមួយនឹង IR ហ្នឹងដូចថាមាន program អីគេខ្លះដែលបងធ្លាប់ចូល Alright ចឹង program ដែលតកតងទៅនឹង IR ហ្នឹងច្រើនអញនិយាយបានថាវារៀងច្រើនជាង compare to the other majors ដោយសារ IR ហ្នឹងបើយើងនិយាយទៅវា a kind of like broad major និយាយទៅវាលុកលំ everything sometimes ពេលរៀនហ្នឹងក៏វាតកតង economic តិចៗដែរអញ្ចឹង because of the broad aspects and scope of the major itself I could join few eventsទី1ហ្នឹងបាន join event Young ASEAN Leader Policies Initiative របស់จุฬาលង្កនដែលវាតកតងទៅនឹង policy proposal ហើយ it's about how we gonna write a policy relating to the issues that the region is facing ទី2ហ្នឹងគឺបាន join នៅក្នុងកម្មវិធី Asian Undergraduate Symposium ហ្នឹងរបស់ NUS of Singapore so in that event itself កាប់ទៅនៅក្នុង event ហ្នឹង it does not limit one major ប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលយើងរៀន IR we get to expose to the world ដូចយើងដឹងពីថាប្រទេសផ្សេងគាត់កំពុងតែ face problem អីអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងចូលក្នុង event ហ្នឹង it's 2 week long actually ប៉ុន្តែ by the end of the project we have to propose the proposal ដូច event proposal ឬក៏ proposal ណាមួយដែលយើងធ្វើទៅដើម្បី tackle that certain theme តាំងបងចូលហ្នឹង the theme វាមានបងធ្វើតកតងទៅនឹង needs and wants so we conduct a project relating to the mental health stuff hi recently that one is totally related to IR it's the ASEAN Pursuit Summit so in that event itself I think បើអ្នកអត់ហ៊ាន IR ទេពួកគាត់អាចនឹងហ៊ានពិបាកប៉ុន្តែ when I myself study IR and we went through the subject called Model ASEAN Summit អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលនៅក្នុង ASEAN Pursuit Summit ហ្នឹង we process the same thing គឺយើងទៅសេជា draft declaration ដែលយើងនិយាយទៅគេ practice ដូច what the leaders of ASEAN would state do អញ្ចឹងយើង discuss ជាមួយនឹង you from ប្រទេសផ្សេងៗ delegate ផ្សេងៗ and by the end like ពួកយើងដូចជា draft simulation 2-3 ដងដែរហើយ by the end គឺ we vote as the consensus អញ្ចឹង they do the same thing as what ASEAN does យកមកអញ្ចឹង it's really relate to I or យកមក in that kind of event
So that's a lot of experience. I see you travel a lot of countries with that major, and it's really
cool. That's right.
Okay, Bong. So aside from your experience and stuff, will lead to either that chị IR hayជាមួយនឹង either that ពួកគាត់ should take note of បើគាត់ចង់ pursue international relation.
Okay បងអញ្ចឹងសំណួរទី1ហ្នឹងគឺតើតំណែងអន្តរជាតិហ្នឹង in simple term ឬមួយក៏យើងនិយាយឲ្យសាមញ្ញទៅវាជាអីគេពិតប្រាកដ major ហ្នឹង
អូខេអូនចឹងតំណងអន្តរជាតិហ្នឹងបើ simple term យកហ្មងយើងស្ដាប់មកគឺជាតំណងរវាងប្រទេសមួយទៅនឹងប្រទេសមួយទៀត that is the most simple term ដែលយើងអាច describe តាក់ទងពី international relations បាន
ហើយចុះតើ IR ហ្នឹងឬមួយក៏ major ហ្នឹងណាគឺគេធ្វើឲ្យគេខ្លះបង
អូខេអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ IR ហ្នឹងបើសិនបើ in more detail ហើយតើ IR ធ្វើគេខ្លះហ្មងអញ្ចឹងក៏ប៉ុន្តែ IR will more than just a relation between state and state ប៉ុន្តែនៅក្នុង IR ហ្នឹងពួកយើងក៏ហ៊ានតាក់ទងទៅនឹង theory របស់ពួកគាត់ដែលជាអ្នកបង្កើត theory របស់ IR នោះផ្ទាល់អញ្ចឹងបងជឿថាអ្នកដែលរៀន IR គាត់ធ្លាប់ឮឲ្យ theory របស់ពួក realist liberal ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងពួកហ្នឹងសិតតែ theory ដែលពួកយើងនឹងរៀននៅពេលដែលចូលទៅ IR ហ្នឹងហើយលើសពីហ្នឹងពួកយើងក៏ហ៊ានតាក់ទងទៅនឹងpast event ដែរក៏ប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលរៀន IR we do not only study based on the current world ប៉ុន្តែពួកយើងក៏រៀនអីដែលធ្លាប់កើតឡើងហើយពីមុនហើយការពីមុនហ្នឹងពួកយើងយកហេតុការណ៍សំខាន់ដែលវាអាចកើតឡើងវាអាចប៉ះពាល់ទៅលើពិភពលោកទាំងមូល I would say that ដោយសារតែ current day state មួយពួកគាត់ interact more បែរថាពួកយើង start to be globalized world អញ្ចឹងពេលហ្នឹងក៏ជាពេលដែលនៅពេលដែលរៀន IR we also study about how state មួយពួកគាត់ interact មួយគ្នាដោយសារនៅពេលដែល state interact they are having many form of interaction sometimes ពួកគាត់ interact by diplomatic relations sometimes ពួកគាត់ have a closer tie example មានតែតទៅនឹង economic political or social aspect ដែរ so I think in IR នៅពេលដែល deeper detail there are many other aspects ដែលពួកយើងនឹង learn it's not only about what is happening in the society បងជឿថាអ្នកផ្សេងគេគាត់គិតថាពេលដែលរៀន IR we study about the politics ដូចនយោបាយប៉ុន្តែពួកយើងអត់ផ្ដោតទៅលើតែនឹងមួយពេលខ្លះពួកយើងរៀនពីផ្សេងទៀតសេដ្ឋកិច្ចអន្តរជាតិ or how state មួយពួកគាត់ជួបបញ្ហាហ្នឹងវាប៉ះពាល់ដល់ state មួយទេខ្លះ so IR is really broad and it has many other aspects that we would acquire from that as well
I see បងហើយចុះតាក់ទងទៅនឹង IR នឹងដែរឬមួយក៏តំណែងអន្តរជាតិហ្នឹងណាអ្នកដែលគាត់រៀនហ្នឹងគឺគាត់អាចចេញទៅធ្វើការហ្នឹងគាត់ទៅធ្វើជាអីវិញ
So that is a very good question because since IR is a very broad major ហើយសូម្បីតែ my senior or my lecturer ណាគេគាត់ថាដែរ IR is very broad អញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលដែល it's come to a broad major អ្នកខ្លះពួកគាត់គិតថា IR ហ្នឹងទៅជិះទៅបាក់ហៅការងារធ្វើ but somehow IR can do many things អ្នកខ្លះពួកគាត់ទៅចាប់ទៅពួកគាត់អាចធ្វើជា lecturer ឬក៏ជាគ្រូបរិញ្ញាតែគ្រូបរិញ្ញាហ្នឹង it's not like high school teacher but more like a uni lecturer អញ្ចឹងណាដោយសារពួកគាត់ focus on that certain subject ដែលពួកគាត់ហៅដោយសារនៅក្នុង IR អ្នកខ្លះចូលទៅពួកគាត់ស្ទាត់ជំនាញលើខាងអាស៊ានអ្នកខ្លះពួកគាត់ស្ទាត់ជំនាញលើខាងផ្នែកដូច EU អញ្ចឹងទៅចូលបរិញ្ញាពួកគាត់នឹង specialize on the certain subject ឬក៏ certain region ដែលពួកគាត់នឹងបរិញ្ញាអ្នកខ្លះពួកគាត់ធ្វើ researcher សូម្បីតែ researcher ពួកគាត់ក៏មាន interest ហើយនឹង specialize របស់គាត់ដែរ researcher ខ្លះsome of their interests are about EU but for I myself as a research intern my research interest is about ASEAN as a whole អញ្ចឹងពួកគាត់អាចធ្វើជា researcher ក៏បានអ្នកខ្លះពេលចប់ IR ពួកគាត់ even does as a program officer អញ្ចឹង program officer or program manager ហ្នឹង does not mean ថាលោកត្រូវតែរៀនតាក់ទងទៅខាង event management អីប៉ុន្តែពេលដែលរៀន IR ពួកគាត់ក៏ដឹងអំពីការដែលធ្វើរឿង program manager ឬក៏ program ខាង program thing ហ្នឹងដែរហើយបើអ្នកខ្លះទៀតអាហ្នឹងវាជា common stuff ហ្មង common things ដែលពេលគិតថាពេលចាប់ IR ទៅហ្នឹងគឺ work នៅ MOFA ហ្នឹងក្រសួងការបរទេសហ្នឹងហើយមួយទៀតហ្នឹងអីដែល the most common thing ever and that inspire everyone is ធ្វើការអ្នកការទូត yeah those are the things that is the most common thing when it's come to IR but actually IR will provide many other things ហើយបើពីអ្នកខ្លះទៀតអាហ្នឹង based on what I see from my senior and from អ្នកដែលគាត់បាន graduate from IR background អ្នកខ្លះគាត់ធ្វើ policy analyst អ្នកខ្លះគាត់ work នៅក្នុង field government ដែរប៉ុន្តែគាត់ work នៅក្នុង researcher ណាមួយនៅក្នុង department ណាមួយចឹងទៅ so yeah I would say that IR will give you a lot of jobs opportunities but it's about how can you find your specialization from the international relations so once you can find your specialization you will probably have a lot of opportunity from that
That's very surprising ដែលខ្ញុំឃើញហត់ដងនៅលើ TikTok អីចឹងណា IO ភាគច្រើនគឺគេទៅធ្វើខាងនៅក្នុងការទូតអីចឹង and it looks so cool but I never heard អ្នកណាដែលគាត់ថា oh you can actually do organizing and stuff in a company with IO major so that's really interesting also បង other thing គឺថានៅពេលយើងរៀន IO ចឹងណាតើវាចាំបាច់អត់ដែលយើងត្រូវមានអង់គ្លេសប៉ាកែឬមួយក៏អង់គ្លេស proficiency នឹងខ្ពស់
Okay, thank you on. So actually for the English proficiency ហ្នឹង it's very important ដែរហ្នឹងនិយាយត្រង់ដោយសារទៅពេលដែលយើងរៀនដោយសារតែយើងរៀន about past event អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងរៀន past event and it's international relation for a reason because it's not only about Cambodia it's about the global it's about the world and other countries អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលសភៅយើងរៀនក៏ដោយ most of them are in English អញ្ចឹង it's very important for us to be more it's not about being advanced in English but at least learn how to improve ដែរការពិតទៅពេលខ្លះអ្នកខ្លះចេះអង់គ្លេសខ្លាំងមែនតើ like ចេះអង់គ្លេសច្រើនប៉ុន្តែមិនប្រកាសថាទៅអានសភៅ IR នឹងយល់ទេ because it is about the technical words that they use នៅក្នុង field ហ្នឹង because យើងដឹងហើយនៅក្នុង field មួយពួកគាត់ have their own technical word ដែល field ដែលអ្នកធ្វើនៅការ field ក្រៅពួកគាត់អានយល់ទេអញ្ចឹងនឹង apply ដូចគ្នា it does not mean you have to be very good at English to study IR ប៉ុន្តែ it's about how you gonna try to understand the technical terms that are being used in IR however having the basic background of English វាក៏ helpful ច្រើនដែរដោយសារអីការពិតនៅពេលដែលរៀនthe lecturers at my school myself ពួកគាត់ try to explain in both language ខ្មែរផងអង់គ្លេសផងអញ្ចឹងទៅវាអាច like because like some part ប្រយោលខ្មែរសោះអត់កើតទេ because we have the term ហ្នឹងគឺបកប្រែខ្មែរអត់ចេញហ្មងប៉ុន្តែ some part នឹងធ្វើតែប្រយោលខ្មែរ so I think at least have some background in English so that it will be very helpful Hey, second thing I would say English is important ដែរ in IR ដោយសារយើងត្រូវធ្វើជា term paper recall especially នៅពេលដែលយើង release any publication because នៅពេលដែលយើងទៅ say publication មិនថាទៅ say ខ្មែរកើតទេ but I think ឧទាហរណ៍ដូច term paper យើង assignment submit អីចឹង most of them are in English ចឹង we have to know how to at least some basic ដើម្បីយកទៅ apply បាន because ពេលចូលទៅរៀនហ្នឹងមិនប្រកាសថាចូលទៅយើងទៅ say យកហ្មងឯង we will have some instruction from the lecturers but having some basic is very important that
So English is still important because it's international relation for a reason. Okay. តើទៅនឹង major មួយហ៊ានហ្នឹង international relation ហ្នឹង what do you love about that? Can you list like 2 points that you love about IR?
Two main things that I love about IR ទី1ហ៊ានអត់ដែរចេះធុញទេ because many new things happen every day ពេលខ្លះសុកយើងនៅសុកមានរឿងអីមួយកើតឡើងឧទាហរណ៍ like war happens or sometimes ហ៊ានសុកមានរឿង any kind of like situation in one country happen អញ្ចឹងយើងនឹង learn អីថ្មីអញ្ចឹងវាអត់ដែរទៅដែរ that's why សភៅពុំ IR ពេលដែលរៀន some lecturers they change ហ្មងដោយសារភៅពុំខ្លះវា based on កាំងឆ្នាំណានៅយូរហើយរឿងហ្នឹងវាហួសសម័យហ្មង And second thing that I love IR, it is more about the interactive learning. I am the type who loves speaking things, feel things. ចឹងបើយើងឧទាហរណ៍បើយើងទៅរៀនអង្គុយស្ដាប់ទៅគ្រូហ្មង it's not a very things like ដែលយើងនឹងចូលចិត្តណា That's why I love IR ត្រង់ហ្នឹងដែរដោយសារពេលរៀនlecturer ពួកគាត់អត់គិតតែបញ្យល់ទេ but most of them they will have a session មួយហ្នឹងគឺពួកគាត់ pose a question ហើយពួកយើងហ្នឹង test our critical thinking like how we gonna analyze on that situation ហើយរៀន IR មួយទៀត idea ណាគេក៏ដែរចេះខុសដែរ Everybody has their own opinions. It is about just how about you can find the evidence to back up your analysis. And yeah, these are the two things that I love IR because 2 plus 2 never be 4 in IR. It will be more than that.
Aside from you love it, what is the 2 things that ដូចថា challenge ពេលរៀន IR?
For the struggles and then for me personally ហ្មងទី1គឺ how we can stay up to date to the events or ព្រឹត្តិការណ៍ដែលកើតឡើងពេលខ្លះ I do not have that much time to keep update to everything អញ្ចឹង mostly I only keep up to date to the things to the interest that I am interested in អញ្ចឹងឧទាហរណ៍ like to field of ASEAN ឬក៏ Cambodia social economic ហ្នឹង is something that I mostly research on ហើយ to say the publication about អញ្ចឹងដល់ពេល and it's come to with the other field it's hard for me to keep up to that sometimes I only know the basic information about what is happening but when it's come to a deeper discussion it's hard for me I mostly have like a limited time to research on everything the second challenge is I think it is about it's about the reading you have to read a lot. Yeah, actually actually ណាគេក៏ថាដែរ reading is a good thing ប៉ុន្តែreading ហ្នឹងមួយយ៉ាងណាមួយយ៉ាងទៀតនៅពេលដែលយើង read ចំតែ technical word ដែលយើងអត់យល់ there is another thing so I think these are the two challenges ប៉ុន្តែ on these two challenges I think we will have the ways to overcome it but it is just about my own personal challenges that I could define from the IOR major
personal struggles and
yeah that is my personal struggle
reading isn't always fun when it comes to reading your own major and stuff moving on to last question ហ្នឹងថាបើមាននរណាគេដែលគាត់ត្រៀមនឹងចង់រៀន IR ឬមកក៏គាត់មានចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍ក្នុងហ្នឹងឬមកក៏គាត់ចង់ pursue dual degree ដូចបង what advice would you give to them especially on IR major
okay thank you On so firstly I will give advice on the IR major when you start to study with IR major do not base on the contents from the other people that ពួកគាត់ work នៅក្នុង field diplomatic ឧទាហរណ៍ទៅ UN ទៅ ASEAN headquarter ឬក៏ធ្វើជា ambassador Trust me, no embassy will hire people every single day. And យើងត្រូវចាំថានៅក្នុង field IOR there are many people studying like 100នាក់ពេលខ្លះសឹងតែដល់ 1000នាក់ so not all the 10,000 not all those 1,000 students can be the ambassador so when you start to study IOR do not think that after graduating from IOR you will wear a suit have a very good job in those field try to think it on in another way ទីមួយពេលដែលរៀន IOR ត្រូវសួរខ្លួនឯងថា do you really love that kind of interactive learning it is about how you can analyze the thing and ទីពីរហ្នឹង you should ask yourself ថា do you prefer learning something new or something ដែលវានៅដដែល because IOR it's something that is always new like ទៅមានរឿងកាត់ឡើងហើយទៅអត់ចេះធុញទេពេលខ្លះមួយថ្ងៃសុក there's many new things happenings that we do not even know sometimes so when it's come to choosing IOR major do not think about being an ambassador or working in any kind of diplomatic part as the first reason that one because if you think about that as the first reason that might disappoint you by the end of the day because you will គិតថាពេលទៅពេលអ្នកចូលរៀន IR ពេលដែលគាត់ចូលបានមួយឆ្នាំហើយគាត់ដឹងហើយថាពេលបញ្ចប់ទៅគាត់នឹងអាចខ្លាយជាអីដែលគាត់ចង់ធ្វើតាំងដើមឯង but try to think that as the more opportunity for example if you are a person who love going abroad for exchange program ឬក៏តាក់ទងទៅនឹងការ like discussion critical thinking or like writing and any analysis you should choose IR because that will help you out a lot because IR is broad ប៉ុន្តែ it could help mostly with our soft skill ច្រើន especially it's about how we analyze things ពេលខ្លះwhen that thing happen អ្នកដែលរៀន IR គាត់គិតផ្សេងខុសពីអ្នករៀន IR ហ្មងអ្នករៀនពេលខ្លះរឿងហ្នឹងកើតឡើងអ្នកផ្សេងគិតថារឿងហ្នឹងអត់ល្អទេប៉ុន្តែ sometimes អ្នករៀន IR គិតថារឿងហ្នឹងល្អ that's why I think when it comes to choosing IR major try to think in the longer run yeah do not think it in something that is always beautiful because it's nothing is always perfect and beautiful so secondly when it's come to choosing your major choosing your major is not something that is a very good choice anang based on my experience and based on my honest review it's not a very good experience but that since I already come this far if I drop out it's not a very good thing either because it already have like midway already right ប៉ុន្តែបើ choosing ពី major ទីមួយត្រូវគិតថាមួយថ្ងៃហ្នឹងគេរៀន3មុខ you can study 6 subjects per day yeah you have to think that on the exam day អ្នករៀនមុខគេប្រឡងតែ5មុខឯង but you will have to do an exam for 10 subjects you have to think about that first ទី2 you should have the clear reason why you choose to study 2 major for me personally I choose to study 2 major ដោយសារមួយស្រឡាញ់មួយទៀត because my parents want អញ្ចឹងទៅ I feel like okay I will have to give a try for this too អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែល I study what I love I could catch up everything very easily yeah that's why for those who choose 2 major make sure that you have the clear reason that why you choose to កុំ like គិតថាឥឡូវសប្ងៃឃើញបងរើស2មុខចង់រៀន2ដែរ no why បើយើងរើស2មុខហើយយើងតបាន it's okay but make sure at the same time ត្រូវដឹងថារៀន2 major you will be stressed out for sure រៀន1នៅ stress out ខ្លាំងមកតែរៀន2ទៀត you will be more stressed out
burn out
yeah next ហ្នឹងអ្នករៀនខាង2 major ដែរ if you plan to study 2 majors do not expect any internship or work during your study because I would say that this day the internship or in working it require full time តែបើរៀនពី major we already spend half of our day already so we do not have enough time for those like internship or full-time job as the others so these are the things that you should consider before choosing two majors one is about why second is about your health as well and third is about whether you can overcome those two or not yes
I think that's a really helpful advice, especially on international relation. About my TikTok hoạt động, I see it, and people romanticize like how cool it is to you and the being a diplomat, being ambassador. But what made me really surprising is when Bong said that not the 10,000 or 1,000 people who study IO will become an ambassador.
that's right yeah
That is one big realization. So to conclude,ដូចបងនិយាយចឹងគឺតកតងទៅនឹង second ហ្នឹងគឺនៅពេលដែលយើង choose dual major ឬមួយក៏ពីរមុខជំនាញហ្នឹងគឺអីដែលយើងត្រូវ consider ទី1ហ្នឹងគឺថាហេតុអីបានជាយើង choose dual major ហ្នឹង and secondly គឺតកតងទៅនឹង workload ថាតើយើងអាច handle វាបានអត់ហើយចុងក្រោយហ្នឹងគឺតកតងទៅនឹងសុខភាពដែរគឺវាសំខាន់មែនតើ for the long run
yes
Okay, thank you Bong for the helpful advice and also I think that it will really helps out a lot សម្រាប់អ្នកដែលគាត់ចង់ choose IO ហើយខ្ញុំគិតថា international relation ឬមួយក៏ទំនាក់ទំនងអន្តរជាតិហ្នឹង major ហ្នឹងសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំមើលមកពីចម្ងាយវាដូច complex មែនតើហ្មងថាវាគិតពី country មួយទៅ country មួយ is never like an easy major to think of unless you do a lot of research but I hope that this video អាចនឹងជួយឲ្យពួកគាត់យល់កាន់តែច្បាស់ថាតើ IO គឺជាអីឬមួយក៏ពួកគាត់ពេលរៀនទី12ចប់ហ្នឹងនៅពេលពួកគាត់ចង់ consider IO they would find this video helpful so thank you Bong again
thank you so much Lena for having me as well
yes Bong